hello, doctor. Hello, I'm your patient. Try to find find out what's wrong with me.
I would imagine you're a robot.
And I'm also sick on top of that.
Welcome to the HUNKS podcast. We have gun, bang bangs, biggity bangs, guns.
Are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
I thought we were doing sound check.
No, man.
Well, check.
We are. It's kind of like this podcast is really just a series of sound checks. Yeah. A series of 1 hour sound checks. My buds. This is episode 37 of the HUNKS podcast.
Yeah, when episode 38 is a real podcast, the other 37 have been sound checks.
We're
this
warming
is a
up.
sound check.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris, but this is just a throwaway, and we're just building up to the next episode.
What the hell is going on? I'm not here.
We're gonna have Mayor Brian Bowman on, talking about dental care. Dental care is not in his purview at all. He's got great teeth, though. So this is the HUNKS podcast. My name is Tim Gray, and my goal for this episode. Is to keep it chill. Keep the energy level at a nice pace where we're not tiring ourselves out, but also engaging.
How long is this thing?
It's 4 hours.
Oh, my God.
Don't worry, we only keep one.
Oh, I would love to edit this.
It's a treat. I lost my job. Matt?
Oh, going this way.
Sure.
My name is Matt Nightingale. My goal for the episode is, again, as always, to keep my ERA below 1. I had a terrible outing last podcast. If anybody was listening, I let 2 runs in, and but that's 2 on the season. So 2 runs in 36 episodes. That's the best record still in podcast.
Yep.
So I'm going to keep that below 1 as the goal.
Hey, my name is Rory. My goal for this episode is to sneak one past Matt. Really, I just want to get a man around the bases. Good
luck.
Home.
Good luck.
Well, we'll see how it plays out on the field.
I feel like this is the rivalry of the century.
Yeah.
My name is Dana. My goal for this episode is to learn what Matt and Rory are always talking about in terms of I'm pretty sure it has something to do with baseball. I'm going to guess that it means equivalent rating average. ERA? Yeah. Well. Yes, I think I'm right based on his face.
I think it's easy rolling apples.
Yes.
Tim's closer, actually.
Easy run always.
Always be running. The rule ABCs of baseball. Always be running. Okay.
So that's my goal.
Okay, my name is Quinn Green, and I genuinely thought that Matt, you said my name is Matt Nightingale and Michael for the episode. So I thought that you said we're going to call you Michael for the episode. So I'm going to just refer to you as Michael this entire time.
Michael for the episode, J. Fox.
Mr. Fox, I see you a fox and I raise you a steak. I don't know. Raise the stakes. Anyways, that's my goal. Calling Matt Michael for the entire episode.
Most of it centers around Matt's goal.
Yeah.
Michael for the episode, J. Fox. That's my favorite actor.
And we have with joining us in another home edition of Build It or Believe It, the HUNKS podcast, a very special guest, Mr. Chris Locke. Hello.
Hi.
It really did feel like we needed applause.
Everyone who is listening to this podcast on the elliptical machine right now just started clapping. It was very nice.
Or just running faster as like applause. Yeah.
That was just the next step in their workout. We released this exclusively to gyms, and trainers use it as
It's
motivation.
actually a workout podcast.
Just Eye of the Tigers running as a quiet undercurrent of the whole thing.
Well, you're doing great. You look great. Really.
Yeah. Keep it up.
I love watching you work out.
From the safety of my own car.
Idling in front of a gym, watching through the front windows.
Yeah. I'm the only guy that ever has a getaway car in front of a gym.
I'll be right out.
You never run to it, though. You slowly walk up to the getaway car.
I never get out of the car. I just keep it running until they catch me. Taking pictures, filming.
Still pay for the membership, though.
You're looking good.
At least my car's still running. Hey. Do you, this is probably going to get cut out of the podcast, but do you want to hear a new character I'm working on?
Yeah. Don't cut it out, but yeah.
Okay. It's Terry Foxworthy.
That's good.
Comedian.
Is his left leg a redneck?
Yeah. Oh, that's so much better. That's better.
That is much better.
Mine was just, if you have a large van full of supplies following you around the country, you might be Terry Fox.
Oh, I thought it was like, yeah, if you can't make it across the whole country on one leg, you might be a redneck.
Like that's the
A
standard by
very
which.
inspirational redneck. R.I.P. to such a wonderful man.
He's such a treat.
We're very far removed from Terry Fox right now.
We are.
Yeah,
Yes. So you're in town right now in Winnipeg.
Yeah, I love it. It's true.
If
Yeah, I love this
Winnipeg-
town.
If Winnipeg was a sandwich,
Yeah.
what would be the meat?
To be honest, it would be avocado and cucumber.
Oh yeah,
Really?
That
Sounds
sounds nice.
delicious.
Yeah, it's like hearty enough, tasty enough, but still light for me to have energy for the rest of the day.
Great.
Yeah. A lot of cities are too heavy. They make me have a 2-hour nap after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So I like this, and I think I bought it's from Stella's for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Sandwich.
of course they have the
Yeah.
monopoly on sandwiches in
Yeah.
Winnipeg. No one else
Winnipeg
is
is
allowed
a sandwich you can wrap your brain around. you
Winnipeg
know?
is getting wrapped around by Stella's. They're gonna kill us.
to. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
How many are there? 10.
500.
Yeah.
There's more Stellas than people.
So you're saying there's 499 people in Winnipeg?
And they're becoming sentient.
A Stella's just moved in next door to me, and it works at Jeff.
A whole store operates a human being?
It's like the shittiest Westworld.
Stellas.
Just Stella's, like there'll be a Stella on one location and a Starbucks next door, and then the next day you'll walk by and there's two Stellas side by side. Yeah, it's like the movie The Thing, only, it serves really good soup.
Yeah.
Good soup. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Good soup.
I really want to be concerned about how it's taking over everything, but I love their lentil soup.
Oh, you know who would love lentil soup from Stella's then? Albert Einstein.
Really?
Yeah, I looked up his favorite snacks the other day because I was trying to figure out why I'm so.
What do you get like Einstein?
Trying to figure out the shortcut to being smart.
Why I'm so dumb. You might have seen. I did it's becoming a bit.
Right,
I did
yeah.
it last night, but it's real. I looked it up because I realized when I was growing up, I ate cheese dogs every day after school, and I was like, "Well, Jesus, what do fucking geniuses eat?" You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Walnuts and lentil soup. So you would die. and I would barf.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'll never be a genius, is what you're telling me.
That's what I'm saying. Me neither. We're dead.
We're dead. Shit. Well, maybe I'll just eat a couple and try to live through it. Maybe that I'll just chance it.
My gravestone's going to be like, well, I never became a genius, but what was I talking about?
Dot dot dot.
Just a bunch of cheese where flowers should be.
Different, like a cheese platter. You got to keep that cheese platter up. The Gouda's getting bad around the edges.
Yeah, pull a cheese string down so it looks like a bouquet of flowers.
Now don't eat them yet.
And then his head comes up out of the ground and it drags the cheese.
I'm back, baby. And I'm stupider than ever.
Wait, what was I saying?
Just roaming around.
The stupidest zombie has been Walking Dead.
Do you want to know what I learned this week?
Yes, please.
I learned that in the ocean there's these giant glowing worms the size of sperm whales.
What?
Whoa.
That float. They float around the ocean. They're hollow.
They're
they float around the
like
ocean.
sperm whales.
And they answer to the name sperm whale.
The episode.
Mr. Sperm Whale was my father.
How many are there?
There's a bunch of them. And I don't know the exact amount. But so they're these giant hollow 60-foot worms that float around, and when you touch them, they glow. Like they glow. They're bioluminescent, so they always glow. And if you touch them, they glow brighter. So, but what they actually
They sound like
are,
lamps.
we've been dumping lamps into the ocean.
Shit.
Lamps from the sea. Oh no, the lamps are coming for us.
They're
Ships
coming.
Get confused and start going down into the sea. Try to follow.
Instead of you walking toward the light's walking towards you.
That's scary.
But so these giant worms, and what they actually are is they're thousands or millions of organisms that are like microscopic organisms that have formed into these big tubes, and they don't know how they synchronize their movement, and they're basically immortal.
How did you say that word?
Yeah, say it again.
Tubes.
Pubic hair.
Which is just a bunch of pubes that have formed into this big organism.
So
My tubes.
tubes. I think I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to bring my inner tube. I wanted to be very specific about how I said it. But they're basically immortal because if you hurt them, they can regenerate because they reproduce asexually. So there's just these millions of organisms that have formed into these giant glowworms that can propel themselves through the water.
What do they do?
They just float around the water. I guess they eat other organisms. I don't like other
But it's all
microscopic
separate
organisms.
organisms.
It's
you're telling
separate
me?
Yeah,
organisms?
it's separate organisms that
how
have
are they-
formed
like-
into a tunnel.
So it's like a hive mind, kind of. Oh,
They don't know how they navigate.
But are
the
they
ocean.
like attached?
No, they just work. They just move in
Well,
a,
then of course
in a
they would
synchronizing
regenerate
organism.
Yeah.
if they're not attached.
So it's like a flying V of geese, but if they were glowing
Worm
worms.
tubes. Yes,
Whoa,
that's
Okay,
exactly it.
people at the gym right now, I found a picture on my phone.
So
Look at it.
It
Looks
just
like they
looks
are
like a
attached.
bag.
Quinn
Wow,
did not
yeah.
make that up. It's real.
Wow.
So it
We
is
have photo
one
evidence.
thing.
It looks like
Yeah.
something a dog would run through.
Granted, this website is called New Scientist, so maybe they're trying to get
Hey
a
guys,
new.
I just got here.
I got some cheese dogs for everyone.
Just ate some lentil soup and I got an idea.
What the hell is this? He's trying to get a leg up on the competition, so he's feeding his coworkers cheese dogs. So he's the smartest guy in the office.
Or maybe it's a trick. This New Scientist wants a rep. He invented these glowworms.
Yeah.
Think about
Invented
it. Maybe that's why they look so much like just bags.
They're just bags.
Bags of the ocean.
It's a bag wearing a wristwatch.
And the jellyfish are all like, man.
I was the original bag. I was the OB.
Do you guys want to know what the word of the week is?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Do you want to give that theme song, Quinn?
Word of the week. Word of the week.
Variegated.
Variegated.
Variegated. Variegated.
Yeah.
Variegated.
Variegated.
It means like something being painted like
Variegated.
various colors.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna say a yard with many gates.
And they're different types of gates. It's variegated.
Okay, what's the kind of fence that sounds like that? Is it a variegated fence?
Are you
there's a
thinking
kind of-
corrugated?
Yeah,
Like cardboard.
girl, thank you.
What
That's
if it's
what
like
I
a-
meant, corrugate.
What if it's a fence with like really bad?
Yeah, Chris got it immediately.
Oh yeah, baby.
You've really been eating those walnuts. And
Okay, I had one walnut.
Oh, it happened so fast.
Yeah, it's weird how many numbers you see after that.
It's like flowers for Algernon.
Pops a walnut. It's a beautiful mind. He's just
Yeah.
he gets multiple personality disorder, like schizophrenia. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I subscribe to Word of the Day email.
No way.
I cannot tell a L.
oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Yeah, I just started.
Yeah.
Ever since my baby was born.
You're like, I got to keep ahead of her.
Gotta get a jump start.
She's a genius. It's insane. I'm so stupid.
All kids, I'm not sure if I don't like them because they're rude or if because I know they're smarter than me. Like most kids.
My daughter's 7 months old and she already looks at me like, what are you talking about? Yeah. She hugs her mom and, breastfeeds and then looks back at me like, can you not be here right now? It's so funny. It's true. It was a sideways glance, double take, and then back to the nipple. She's brilliant. She's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a nice word. I'll use that one all the time.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this painted is very variegated. Get out.
I like how this tie-dye shirt is variegated. Still not gonna buy it. Bye.
Peace out.
I need to feed my family. Peace out. See you later. I got better things to do.
Excellent. Okay, well, we're going to be back with more Hunks Podcast.
The Hunks Podcast, brought to you by the all-new 2017 Ford Mustache. Available now at 0% financing over 18 months. Imagine cruising Canada's highways in an all-new 2017 Ford Mustache. Chucks.
Is there a ghost in this house?
So you can see on the board that they're responding. There is a-
Who is that?
What do you
Looks
want?
like it's getting angry.
This is the ghost of Dana's dad.
Leave us alone.
Sorry about all of that.
Yeah.
I guess I'll haunt somebody who cares.
Can you help me with my iPhone? I got the new update and it just doesn't work the same.
My dad, I was his birthday recently, and I asked him well, not recently, but like it always feels recently. But
Dads.
I asked him what he wanted, and he was like, if you could just help me out on Facebook, that would be a birthday gift. And I was like, Dad, I can just do that. You don't have to make that a gift.
I like the idea that
Really
you're
cute.
Nice.
I like the idea that your dad, it always feels recently. Does your dad have 2 birthdays a year?
No, it's just like, oh my God, again. You know?
Celebrates. He celebrates his half birthday. I'm 63 and a half. It's my birthday week.
Are we recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Sorry.
Going again.
Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the gym.
Yeah. Now they've moved off the elliptical machine.
Yeah.
And they're just staring at themselves in the mirror. And and that's okay. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Take some time. Get to know yourself.
You look good.
There was a suspicious pause. But
You look
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I think it's good that you're going to keep going.
It's about the results. So this is part 2 of the HUNKS podcast, episode 37. And this is a very special, was my favorite part of the podcast.
Because you invented it.
Yeah. So this segment is called Breaking Chris. And
Yeah.
do you want to know why it's called Breaking Chris?
Because
do you
I'm a
wanna-
wild stallion.
It is now. That is now why.
Yeah.
We're going to mount you.
I just want you guys to know, hunks, you can't break me.
well, that's what Bill and Ted said. And the world broke them.
No, the world
Wild
learned
stallions.
from them. They changed the world.
We changed it. Yeah, man.
The world became excellent to each other. Good
Okay.
night.
You just got broke.
Breaking Quinn. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, big deal. Quinn's super fragile.
Shut up.
Just put a walnut down near him and he was
Or a
broken.
cat, or a horse, or a dog.
Put a walnut downwind of me and all of a sudden.
Albert Einstein is laughing in his grave at
He
you.
reaches up and throws walnuts at you from.
And then grabs a cheese string and starts eating it.
I'm dead. I don't need to be any smarter than I was, bitch.
All his books start melting because he gets dumb in the grave.
That's his influence just waiting. Somebody's like, I'm going to launch the bomb. Why isn't it working?
A lot of people don't know this, but the only way you can change the past is depending on what you eat in the grave.
A lot of people don't know that. I'm glad we're getting it out.
It's gonna be this hunks podcast is gonna get passed around. That's for sure.
Sure, yeah,
It's
yeah.
huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be
A
like
lot
the
of
first.
nerds are gonna write about it. It's gonna drive us nuts.
If you want to start breaking down the American like amendments, you just have to like feed Abraham Lincoln's dead body a bunch of bad food, McDonald's, and then all of a sudden you've just ruined the Declaration of Independence. Perfect. I know what to do now.
That explains all that McDonald's garbage at the cemetery.
Shoving burgers into the dirt.
Okay. So this segment is called Breaking Chris, and the reason why it's called Breaking Chris originally, not anymore, but originally, because are you familiar with the show Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I've watched it all.
Okay, so
And I've watched all of Breaking Saul.
Yeah. So in that show,
Better Break Saul.
or this could be called Better Call Chris. Better Call Chris. Okay. So in the show, Better Call Saul,
Yeah.
you got to know characters.
Yeah. That was the best.
So we want to get to know. We want to
That
get
was
to
the
know
best
you.
Yeah. You get to know me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the connection.
That's the
It's not because I sell meth.
No.
Okay.
That's just a happy coincidence.
Yeah, I'll say.
We're just very happy that that's a coincidence.
What do you need
okay.
to know? Jeez.
So I'm going to ask you a series of hypothetical questions, and each question is going to be different from the last. Maybe. You never know.
Okay.
Truly.
If you ask me the same question 100 times, you will break me. Yeah.
What day is it?
Fuck.
What
You know?
day is it? Who farted? Who farted?
I confess. It never happened.
Break a
Breaking
wind.
farter. Oh, break a wind. Boom. Get it? Oh, the boom was a pun too. This is ridiculous.
Yes. So for each question, there's no consequences. So whatever happens in the world that creates, it doesn't affect the real world when you go revert
Yes,
back
I
to
would
it.
murder people.
Okay. Who farted?
Some dead guy. When I find him. Okay.
Okay. So
Hypothetical world.
hypothetical world. Okay. So in this
My
world,
favorite.
you're in this world for 1 week, and in this world, you can change the course of time by feeding a dead person something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who do you feed first? What do you feed them?
I think I would feed Hitler. This is like the opposite of going back in time to kill Hitler.
Yeah.
I would go to the future to feed dead Hitler. I would feed him like a package of powdered donuts that's been on the shelf of a forgotten corner store for like 5 years.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of those in Winnipeg.
Yeah. He would eat all 8 of those.
In one sitting.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
And then all of a sudden the world would be full of more Jews.
Each donut is like a billion Jews. Each donut is just what?
Which I would love, by the way. That's why I would do that.
That would be beautiful.
Yes, I would like to correct his wrong by feeding him junk food beyond the grave.
In the future, though, not his dead body now.
Oh, by the-
his dead body in the future.
I mean, like the time it would take me to find his grave. I would take these donuts across the sea to look for his grave. Yeah.
I feel like there's no more disrespectful thing you could do to a dead body than feed it.
Feed it junk food. Especially.
Yeah, really.
Doritos.
crunching them and forcing them.
No, it's an unnamed Dorito.
Yeah.
Pringles.
It's too hot. It's too hot. They're all hot. They're all spicy.
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
beautiful
Okay.
thought. You're a strong, smart man.
I love everybody.
So, okay. So scenario
Except
number
Hitler.
2. In this world, you wake up and you're in a completely unfamiliar environment. You're in some shitty little motel. It's in New York City, 1976.
Mm-hmm.
You step out of the motel. You got a nice trench coat on. I mean, a nice trench coat. Okay.
Okay, I'll try to picture a nice one.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Chris, I need you to picture a nice trench coat.
It's hard. I gotta admit.
All right. Okay.
I'm talking leather. You don't usually make trenches
Thick.
out of
Yeah,
leather.
it's
I'm
leather,
talking
it's leather.
leather.
It's
Thick,
leather.
hot,
Suede on the inside.
syrupy leather.
It's dripping.
Yeah.
Fur inside. Thick.
Thick
fur.
But it's the fur and then it's suede.
Oh, God.
Covering
There's
the
extra buttons in the pocket.
There's 36 buttons on this
And you
coat.
know what? This trench coat is variegated. It's a variegated trench coat.
It's Chris Locke's Technicolor trench coat.
Am I wearing Stevie Ray Vaughan's hat by any chance?
I'm glad you asked. Yes, of course you are.
And remember, no consequences.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay.
I hate it, but I'm there.
Now, you smell something. Who farted?
You know what? This time I'm going to say it was me that farted. There is no other person that would smell like that.
Okay.
It was me.
Great.
Yeah. I ate some of that jacket, and it disagreed with me.
And you fed the rest to Hitler.
Take that, Hitler.
Chris Locke fed Hitler his Technicolor trench coat.
I mean, a nice trench coat.
Yeah, real nice trench coat. Ruined forever, but the sacrifice led to so many people
Coming back.
just living their lives.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the trench coat melts off of you. It's real nice coming off, like falls off the
Like
bone
a
nicely.
bada.
Yeah.
Now you step into a bar, and it's a smoky jazz bar.
1976.
1976, New
New
York
York.
City, peak of the summer heat wave.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Good thing his trench coat melted off.
It was too hot.
Everything's melting.
You can tell by the way his trench coat melts.
It's so hot you can boil a trench coat on the sidewalk. So
Okay.
you step into this smoky bar. You lock eyes with somebody across the room.
Yeah.
You smell something. No. They slide you a note. What does the note say?
Yeah.
Who
Do I still
wrote
smell
it?
something?
I'm getting there.
Yeah. Okay.
And who farted? Yeah, okay, so what?
What does the note say?
Yeah, what does the note say? And
The person in the Smoky Jazz bar.
Smoky Jazz Bar,
1976 New York.
celebrity
Locked
in
eyes with me.
1976.
They're a celebrity.
Yes.
Yeah, and who
Oh.
is it?
It's Burt Reynolds. And,
Yes, it is.
The note says, "Don't I kind of look like you, but better?"
I love the idea of someone writing it on a note and then passing it to you.
Eyeballing you for a little while and being like, yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Because it couldn't be spoken.
He's just gazing at you as you read it.
He gets it.
Yeah. And then I flip it over and it just says, "Now get the fuck out of here."
There's only one Bert. There's only room for one Bert here.
Okay, so that week's over. that series of events took place over 1 week.
Yeah, that was a.
Took a week.
It's a full week.
It's a
I'm
work
exhausted.
week.
It was hot. Everyone was moving slowly.
It's a
Look at
work.
this trench coat.
Yeah. At
yeah.
the border, they're like, "Do you have anything to claim?" And I'm like, "No." Okay.
Okay.
Next day.
Yes.
The next day after that week.
So then you then you have your weekends, right? Because it's only a work week.
Oh, okay.
You get weekends off.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, I don't know Breaking Chris.
I know that's been influencing probably some of the decisions you made so far.
Yeah.
So
So now we're on a weekend.
you got the weekend.
Okay. Because the last few hypothetical suggestions sounded like weekend time.
Right. Yeah, no, they were Monday to Friday, 9 to 5.
So I went into that bar at like 3:30
Yeah.
p.m.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The coat melted off just after lunch.
You stood on the sidewalk and contemplated how it melted for a while and then strolled over to a bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Took 2 or 3 hours to watch your coat melt off of you.
Oh yeah, no, that was an ordeal. It was cool though.
It's okay. So now cut 2, smash cut, star swipe, bleed.
Does anyone have iMovie out there at the gym?
This is the editing video portion of your workout.
Yeah.
Are you cutting vids of you getting cut?
Okay, so now we're cutting into the future.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's Monday morning. You wake up, and it's the year 2034.
Mm-hmm.
you're on a ship, and it's a cargo ship, and there's a whole bunch of characters on the ship. You get to know through time.
Yeah.
Who's your best friend? And what game do you play at night? Remember, this is in the future.
And there's no consequences.
Oh, no, my God, no.
Yeah.
In 18 years, who is your best friend?
Yeah. So, like, foreseeable future.
18 years from now.
Yeah, you
I'm
work.
Doctor Who, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have a best friend who's a robot named Trent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird thing is, though, he's all silver body, but he has real long hair blowing in the breeze. Kind of like a White Walker from the Game of Thrones.
Trent, we worked really hard on the hair technology. Can't get the skin down, but you got real hair.
I have hair. Beautiful hair. Yeah, it's beautiful, Trent. Yeah. Looks like Johnny Winters.
Trent is so fucking vain.
I am beautiful. Let's play a game.
Could you not say it like that, Trent?
Okay.
Come on.
So after you're finished combing Trent's hair,
Yeah. Yeah.
you sit down in the games room.
Yeah.
You pull a game off the shelf. You
Yeah.
blow the dust off the top of it every night.
Yeah.
It gets so dusty. Well, the dust flies away. Smash cut. Zoom in.
Yeah.
Ooh. What's on? What game? What?
We're playing a game called Connect Trent's Fingers. His right hand is black and his left hand is red, and so then I get his red fingers, he gets the black ones. We try to connect them in a line of 4 in a little grid.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, his hair still blowing in the breeze.
Yeah. Indoors, but still blowing.
Yeah. Nothing else is blowing in the breeze.
Yeah.
The flowers in the vase are completely still, right behind his head.
Before Trent takes off his fingers, he presses buttons on his leg, and little fans appear in his head and blow his hair around.
That's how vain he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had fans installed next to his hair.
Can you also?
I'm beautiful.
Notice anything different about my hair today?
There are fans blowing it.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I love Trent.
What purpose does Trent serve? Why would he have been built?
He's on a cargo ship.
You know what? I found him. I pitied him. I take care of him. That's basically it.
He's got a dark past.
Yeah. He's the loneliest robot when I met him.
But he's always fishing for compliments.
Yeah.
Trent Longlocks, the loneliest robot. Sad little guy.
So
I kill him 3 years later.
yeah.
he just
So you cut to 3 years
I
later.
literally push him out into space, and I don't go into space. How does that
As a rule.
work? Yeah.
As a rule.
Yeah. Anything goes except for me into space. Yeah.
we have to decolonize Earth. I don't go into space. I've never gone and I won't do it. So
Check this out. You pushed me.
Oh no, my hair is getting messed up.
My hair is going into the sun.
don't cry for me. Cry for my hair. I can't hear you. The vacuum of space is absorbing your sound. I can't. Whoops.
Just then.
Yeah, Quinn's beside us the whole time.
Not at all concerned that he's also floating toward the sun.
He's making jokes with Trent all the way towards the sun.
Narrating Trent's death.
And then seconds before we go into the sun, I like take my hair out of my bun and wave it around and be like, "That's what real hair is like, Trent. That's real hair."
Yeah.
And then you both burst into
Why would you kill me before I die?
I'm not sure who's learning what lesson here.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, that shows them. I close the door and then have sex with 1,000,000 ladies.
Repopulate.
Then Burt Reynolds shows up.
Yeah, I'll take those.
And 1, and 2.
Birds, babies.
So you're watching octogenarian Burt Reynolds have sex with 1,000,000 women. You smell something funny. Who farted?
Just one of the ladies.
Okay, and so thus ends another round of Breaking Chris.
Thank you.
I feel like we really got to know you.
By the way,
Yes.
I don't think of ladies as objects.
No.
That's just what the mood was on the ship,
Yes,
and everybody consented. It was very nice.
You can't
Yeah.
control the future.
I'm putting it out there into the world.
Oh, so, I imagined the ladies like passing you around.
That would be great. I would love to be passed around by a giant, sexy lady.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, some of them are ugly. Some of them are sexy, but
Well,
it's just like life.
If
you
they're
know?
ugly, that's fine. I still
Yeah.
love them, but pass me on.
You're like a pinball machine inside of a giant lady-filled pinball machine.
Oh, I
No,
would
you're
love
the
that.
ball. Oh, whatever.
It's the only pinball game that's full of jizz after you're done playing. Has anyone said that on this podcast?
No, they haven't.
I'm sorry, Dana's dad.
Pinball wizard, he just killed Trent. He's going to have sex with so many ladies.
Does your dad listen to this?
No.
Okay,
no.
That deaf, dumb, and blind Chris sure had sex with all those ladies.
What? Oh, okay.
Pinball wizard.
Yes.
The Who.
Yeah, if you don't know.
Well,
Oh, wow.
I'm starting to figure out what your role in the sketch troupe is.
Oh God, that seems so ominous.
To keep the Who relevant.
Yeah.
We bring the what, where, and when.
In charge of the how.
Okay, well, that's
I'm sorry if that was
that.
too crass.
No, it was all good. We got.
Jizz.
We'll be back with more HUNKS podcast.
These enchiladas smell like they have E. coli in them. Doesn't matter to me, because I don't care about my customers. Stop! Don't eat that diseased muck in a wrap that tastes like mothballs. Try eating it Ralph's Taco Tank. That's right, I finally paid off that tank I've been ranting about, and sweet hellfire shall rain down upon all those who oppose me. Cower in fear, Clem, for you have courted disaster from a master of woe and despair. I am unto death, Clem. Your world will be fire, Clem. And so will your palate when you order a Ralph's Taco. We make our own special hot sauce. Don't worry though, all of our sides are free of charge. Salsa, sour cream, guac, you name it, we got it free. Ralph's Taco Tank once and for all. May God have mercy on your soul, Clem.
How did he not do that joke? It seems like a... Okay, so welcome back to the HUNKS podcast. We're talking about
shit.
Richard Pryor. So if you could feed Richard Pryor, dead Richard Pryor anything, would it be salves?
what?
I don't know. For his burns.
Oh, salves.
Salves.
Eat these.
Have you been eating salves this whole time?
Yeah,
That's
man.
not how they work, Tim.
Well, they're working.
You don't see me getting burnt.
anymore.
They've been making me fireproof this whole time.
Has anybody here ever been on fire?
No.
No.
Just me.
Tim's the only one who can really test
You've
you.
on fire.
I've been on fire.
Like your clothes on fire.
Yeah, like my arms are on fire.
How?
Yeah.
The clothing on your arms were on fire.
Yeah.
Not your flesh.
Right. Well, my flesh
counts
was
as
both
definitely
arms?
on fire. Yeah, both arms.
I like how you're saying that.
Like
Well, calm down.
No,
Your
no, it
clothes
was still
were
a very.
on fire.
You weren't
I'm
there.
sure-
Okay.
Whoa.
You weren't there. You don't know what I went through.
He's just speaking his truth.
I'm Richard Prydoring this moment. Oh boy.
Well, the sleeve of my house coat caught on fire for a sec.
Oh yeah.
Once. Yeah.
Making
Gas stove.
Oh.
Yeah. Stirring
things scare me.
noodles.
1824.
Yeah. It was 1824.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just went and dunked my head in the horse water trough.
Because you were hungover.
But my arm was still like on fire. But I just needed to chill out.
I better calm down to solve this fire issue. Dunk my face.
Yeah.
All right, now to deal with this fire.
Yeah, I need to reset. But how did your arms get on fire? Your clothes.
I'm from a small town in
okay.
Manitoba.
Yeah.
I'm also from a small town.
Say
You
no
just
more.
get on fire sometimes.
It's called Fireville.
Yeah. And everyone, when they turn 15, is get thrown into a fire.
If you survive, you're allowed to leave the town. If you don't,
That's how you become a man.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a town full of 0 to 15-year-olds and like 19-year-olds to 30s. There's no one that's 16, 17, and 18 in that town.
It was very popular to go to this particular gravel pit and have parties. It's just like mounds of gravel around you.
Awesome.
And then you set a fire in the middle. And this particular evening, there was a tractor tire. Was the entertainment for the evening.
It was stripping.
Wow.
We brought in a tractor tire. We sang a few songs. We set it on fire. And it was like this 20-foot flame. And then after a couple hours, it died down to about my height, about 8 feet. 8 or 9 feet, about as tall as me. And then I told this person, like, hey, I'm going to jump the fire. Isn't that cool? And I had a lot of Appleton Estates, fine Jamaican rum. Mm-hmm. And I went to go run at it. And the thing is, like, it's pitch black out there. There's no light pollution. There's no lights other than the fire and the stars in the sky, baby. So I ran at it full speed. And I tripped on the stump that I'd been sitting on and looking at the fire, talking through this process in my head about how I'm going to jump it. So I ran full speed, tripped over the stump, dove face first into the flames, and it was like a 4 foot wide, still pretty high. So face first into the flames. There's a picture actually that I could post. I think I could post this of me in the flames and like rolling out of it. And so, yeah, I landed, and then there was a moment where I'm on my elbows, kind of doing like a plank in the fire, and then I was like, oh, shit, rolled my body out of there, and then got up, started walking away, and I was in shock, so I was like, doop, 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 gonna go have another drink. Meanwhile, my arms are still like because I was wearing 2 layers. I had like a outer jacket and a sweater underneath. My arms were still on fire, and people started running up to me, like taking my coat off. I'm like, all right. Buddy.
Did it touch your skin?
Yeah, like it burnt through my clothes and it burnt my clothes onto my skin. I had 2nd and 3rd degree burns on my what do you call that? That
Forearm?
nice
Forearms?
forearm? Yeah, forearm. So then I got into the back of his Jeep, and they were driving me to the nearest hospital, and the windows in the Jeep were all fogging up because of how much steam was coming off my arms.
Whoa.
Like they took my coat off, I took my sweater off, and then my arms were like black and bubbling. And I remember peeling off some burnt flesh.
Oh, that hurts my butt.
Yeah, it was awful.
I love the idea of your arms being on fire and you walking to get a drink.
Yeah, yeah. It was.
See, and also Jamaicans never think that that's who's drinking their rum.
Yeah.
Like
We didn't make it for people who burn themselves in fires.
yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
white
yeah.
guys playing with a tire drink this.
Yeah, they can see the end result of their hard work.
It sounds like you shouldn't be drinking anything that ends in estates.
No, totally. Just mistakes, maybe.
That's crazy.
Jamaican mistakes.
So do you have scars?
Yep.
Is there still pieces of coat on your arm?
It's hardly
Coat of
noticeable.
Really?
It's hardly noticeable. It's like
The scars are hardly noticeable.
Yeah, you only see them when he gets a tan because he won't
or
get
when
a
I get-
tan there.
or when I
Right.
get cold, they turn like
Oh,
purple.
right, yeah.
They darken.
Really?
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt.
No, it doesn't hurt anymore.
And
no.
the nerves are still good there?
The nerves, as far as I can tell, are still good there. Yeah. Could have been a
Wow,
lot
you're
worse
so
for
lucky,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could be fucked, but I mean, how often do you need these part
To
of your
feel.
arms? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to feel like there.
Not often.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably crawl super good.
The nurse.
You can
that-
stop a
yeah.
sword.
You'd bleed like crazy.
Yeah. So get out of here.
The ninja just leaves quietly. Oh, fuck. I thought I had him. I guess that contract's over. How am I going to pay for my family's education?
Aw,
I
poor
like
ninja.
the idea of it being so leathery, though, that the sword just bounces off.
Yeah. Wow.
Man, that ruins my plans to kill Tim with a sword eventually.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, that was what that
He's
was all
got
about.
the arms.
We forgot what we were doing.
Well, it's time for a very special game called
Two Truths and a Lie.
We have our very first dad on the cast. It's a dad cast, baby.
I'm a brand new dad, everybody, at the gym, so I'm still kind of young.
Young as in human life or young dad?
Young as in don't
Carl?
think of me as a dad yet. Yeah.
Like a hot dad.
Yes.
Let's do a food
Okay.
based two truths and a lie.
Okay, explain it to me and the people at the gym.
Matt, do you want to explain it to Chris and people at the gym?
So, Two Truths and a Lie is a game that we regularly play on the HUNKS podcast where one of us, and when we have a special guest, our guest will tell us three things about themselves. Two of them will be true. One will be a lie. And then we as a group have to guess which one is the lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with no further ado, here's Chris Locke with his edition of Two Truths and a Lie.
Okay, so because we've talked a lot and the fire story was mega, I'm going to make these kind of tight.
Cool.
Okay?
Nice.
So I'm just going to say 3 snacks that I really enjoy.
Nice.
Okay.
Perfect.
Just me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Love
First one is cold hot dogs dipped in an open thing of barbecue sauce, and then I eat them like that. Everything's cold.
Okay.
Okay?
Cold or frozen?
Cold.
Cold. Okay.
What am I?
Oh
What is he, a monster?
Yeah. What am I?
Lindsay
Savage?
likes frozen dogs.
Lindsay likes
How?
She likes frozen dogs.
You should
anyway,
not
this
have
is not
told
about
us
her.
That. That
Who
is
the
an
hell is
embarrassing
Lindsay?
She is my
fact.
girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I know Lindsay.
met Lindsay.
I met her in Toronto. Yeah.
Who the hell is Lindsay? You're so agitated. Okay.
Well, mostly because it's frozen dogs. What are you talking about? They have to be room temperature, you freak.
Did you say womb temperature?
They have to be just out of the fridge.
I thought you said womb temperature. That was really weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you just take a hot dog. Can you put this up there for a bit? Jizz. Everywhere.
One of my favorite sets of all time, just to sidetrack quickly, was you at the Dirty Show this year at Odd Block.
Oh, yeah.
We just talked about somebody who had a dick on their chin, and they were self-conscious about it. That's why they grew this big long beard.
Yeah, they were sitting in the front row.
Yeah.
I thought that guy was gonna kill me,
Oh,
but then
no.
after the show, he was like the nicest guy in the world.
His name's Mitch. He's like my favorite audience member of all time.
He was really, really awesome. Him and his wife or girlfriend.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, some more snacks you like. Some more snacks.
Another snack I like is I like to put fuck. This one's the truth, I swear. I like I like really cold Indian food, like from the fridge, eaten over the counter.
Served on a counter.
Yeah, served on a counter. No, but out of the takeout container, and I eat it on the go. I walk around and eat cold Indian food.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And the last one is I'm having fun in my own head.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're so anxious to wrap the podcast. Yeah.
Waggling his finger at us like a madman.
Yeah, he did the wrap it up movement.
Like they do
for
in
everyone
Batman.
that's in the change room of the gym now. Looking good.
Time to put on pants.
I like the dead-eyed stare you always say when you always get when you say looking good. Looking good.
Yeah. I like taking premium plus crackers, dipping them into maybe there's a quarter left of the peanut butter jar, and then getting the peanut butter on my knuckles as well as I take the cracker out, and then I lick the peanut butter off of my knuckles.
Okay.
Sounds close to home.
Awful.
Yeah.
You see that
What?
one?
Ooh.
I say
it's,
I hate.
No, it's the getting
And then the premium
peanut
cracker
butter
always
on the,
breaks. Sorry.
Yeah.
breaks.
Yeah.
And then you get peanut butter on your knuckles.
Oh, that's perfect.
What are you, a dog?
That's like a bonus peanut
Yes.
butter.
But here's the thing: is
I'm not you, but not. What am I? A
No,
dog?
I am.
I say that I hate the peanut butter on the knuckles and the cracker breaking in the peanut butter jar, but I'll be back.
Yeah.
And why? Because it actually rules. So
Yeah.
I buy that one. I think that one is one of the truths.
I do too.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
I hope it is.
Interesting.
I also feel like the Indian food was it Indian food?
Indian food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I relate on that one. Not with Indian food, but like cold pizza, just like
Yes.
I mean, it's different, like a different style of thing, right?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the premium plus crackers being the lie.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because because I could see the Indian food thing, but
But don't you think that was too real?
but what if it were like he didn't like it cold, he just likes it room temperature or womb temperature.
Right. That's the part
Like my
that
dog.
is a lie.
Could be that long. Could be
Like
that
my
long.
dogs. I feel like I'm on board with the Indian food being not the real deal. I think that
Weird. Split
the room
decision.
temperature hot dogs is very specific, like dipped in in barbecue sauce. I can see that being
Yeah, but
good.
he could have started out with a lie so that he could have two easy, like, okay, what do I actually like? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Fair
Do I
enough.
get to weigh
Yeah.
in? Or? I think the Indian food one is kind of too easy, if you ask me.
I'm sticking with it. I don't care how.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't often see barbecue sauce coming in jars.
Oh.
They
No,
usually
it's like
coming.
I meant bottle. I said jar,
Oh,
but
okay.
bottle. And then
Yeah.
it's got the
No,
long...
classic backtracking.
It's got the long... No, but you know but you know how you can take the ones that you just have the twist top that's about
Yeah.
just
Okay.
the size of a loony, and you
Yeah.
take that out, and it fits a hot dog perfectly.
I didn't want to know that.
Oh, I was thinking with the bun, but no.
No,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
dipping the
okay.
cold dog
Yeah.
in the
Cold
whole.
dog.
Like
Slide-
A1 sauce.
Yeah, it's almost like sex.
Yeah.
If barbecue sauce was inside a woman,
It's not.
that's the worst. The worst.
Room temperature barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Grandma Edith's barbecue sauce.
How'd you get barbecue sauce all over your belly?
I sneezed.
I feel like that's true. I'm going with number 1 and number 3 are the truths. Indian food is the lie. That's
Yeah,
my-
I'm on Matt's boat.
I'm on Matt's boat as well.
I'm sticking by my original
Boat?
Premium Plus crackers is the lie.
Okay, Quinn, locked in.
Well, I said number 1 and number 3 are the truth. So
Oh, drum
So
roll.
Dana's the outlier.
I'm the outlier.
Which one did you say, Dana?
I said Premium Plus crackers are the lie.
Okay. Interesting.
And the winner. We'll start with the first one. The hot dogs.
What about it?
Is
In
it
Is that the
Truth
Is that
or
true?
lie?
It was the lie. Oh! Boom! How good am I at this game?
So good.
How
That's
so
good.
good. My friend did that when we were kids, and I thought he was fucking insane. How good an actor am I?
Oh, you're so
You
good.
nailed it.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
Fargo season 3. Cast me as a liar.
Yes.
New William H. Macy. Yeah.
Oh, the Hollywood execs
Wasn't that
that
good?
listen to our
I saw you. I was
podcast.
watching it.
Oh my
so
god,
good.
that was so good.
Yeah. People
Yeah,
are going to
man.
appreciate that. That's going to go down in time.
Oil.
Hunks history.
Shutout. I don't think we've ever had a shutout before where nobody got it.
Yeah,
Boom.
who leads with a lie? Nobody's done that yet
Leads
in
with
the
a
history
lie,
of Two Truths
and then
Lie.
even when you were thinking it, I double convinced you again.
Yeah. Yes, you did. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You see-
Because I saw my stupid friend do it.
Yeah. So
I knew the bottle he used.
you sold it by reinforcing that this
Yeah, yeah.
is giving us that imagery. We're like, well, that's got to be real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm a fucking
Excellent.
genius, dude.
So you like
I
getting
eat walnut.
peanut butter on your knuckles? You like that?
Yes, but I haven't had that snack in a long time because I've cut back on Premium Plus crackers. But I grew up doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
then cold Indian food was just so easy, but it's
Yeah.
obviously it's true because
Right.
I love my Indian food super spicy, and there's something really good about the cold spice the next day.
Oh, yeah.
It's so weird. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, yes, for extra spicy, great when you eat it, but the next day, oh yeah, baby.
Nice.
Oh, you get
Cold.
extra spicy Indian
Oh, yeah.
food. That's
Yeah.
you're crazy, man.
I'm a spice nut.
I can't even.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys, spicy guy.
Would you ever eat a ghost pepper?
No, did you see that video? Like, do you watch those
two,
videos of them?
two women who
Yeah.
ate it? And they
And then
were
it
like,
ends with the woman having a mask on her face. What the fuck?
What?
Was that? Or there's one I watched where she's freaking out for real for like a long time.
Yeah.
Really?
And like then they put a mask over her face. What is that all about?
They're like, this'll help. They just put
This'll
a-
help. Shut up. It's got no mouth hole on it.
get a mask. What am I, a
People
doctor?
closing the door on her face.
People who are in their car leaving the gym right now, listening to this, go home and look it up online, and I'll try and find you guys the video. It's really creepy.
Okay.
We'll post
But
it.
so no, I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
think
I would.
post it.
I don't think I would be one
Yeah.
of those dumb guys that eats a ghost pepper.
No.
Like no.
That's crazy.
Maybe if it was ground up fine and a little bit as a hot sauce, I would try it that way. But
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, you take like a little tiny bit of it and it messes you up forever. So eating a whole one would be,
Yeah.
you can get really sick.
yeah, I think it's the video. Literally, it's the scariest thing I've ever seen on Halloween. I'm going as that girl's mouth for Halloween.
So you're just going on fire? You're just going as
I'm just going as a mouth that can't stop drooling, going like for Halloween.
At midnight, somebody puts a mask over you.
Yeah. Shut up. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for doing the podcast.
Anytime. You guys are
Thank
the
you so
best. This
much.
was so much fun.
Are we good? We we good, Chris? We settled the beef.
Yeah.
So Hunks has some stuff coming up. We would have just done our first sketch show at Wee Johnny's on November 4th. We have Outside Joke.
November 19th at the Gas Station Theater.
We
Right.
have yep
Yep.
a brand new sketch show
December 9th at the Park Theater
with
special guests Hip
Hip
Bang,
Bang.
all the way from Vancouver.
yes,
Awesome.
They're pretty neat.
multi-faceted sketch group duo.
Yeah.
And make sure you check out Chris Locke's album on iTunes called Demons Are Eating My Head.
Yeah.
I listened to that a few times this week, and I fucking love it, man.
Thank you very much.
It's exactly what you want a comedy album to be. It's so electric, and I felt like I was in the Ossington with you,
Aw, thanks.
having a drink, having
Yeah,
a
so
laugh.
you've been in the Ossington.
I have,
and you
man.
came to visit. So
Yeah.
picture that place rammed.
Yeah.
It was very much a party. And that's what I want the album to sound like.
Totally, yeah.
That's very nice. Thank
it
you.
sounded like lively, exciting. I like that you kept in some bits that was just like something happened in the room, and
Yeah.
it worked out perfectly.
Cool. Thanks.
yeah.
Yeah, check it out. And I have a podcast called Utopia to Me.
Yeah.
That's also super hypothetical most of the time.
Yeah, right.
And that's it. Yeah, I guess.
Cool. Well, that's it.
I think that's it.
That's it. That's
yeah.
done.
That's it. I'm recording. I'm recording a silly little comedy album in November. You can get tickets at Zellers.biz. That's 2 Z's, 1 in Zellers, 1 in Biz. And I think that's it.
Yeah, find us on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Endorse us for doinking. On
Tim, is there
LinkedIn.
one more thing you wanted to mention?
One more thing that I wanted to mention. Do I wanna?
No.
All right. Thanks, Quinn. Bye.
Bye.
I want to get through it. Okay.